Welcome back to
Wish You Love Podcast.
I'm Jasmine.
And I'm Marilyn.
And thank you guys so much for tuning in again to another episode. We hope you guys had a warm, festive, yummy Thanksgiving.
Yes. Please comment down below what you did to celebrate your Thanksgiving holiday. And I'm so sorry, the last episode we didn't even say Happy Thanksgiving. How rude. Happy Thanksgiving.
For today's little icebreaker between Marilyn and I, and between you guys as well, feel free to comment. As we wrap up November, this being the last week, and going into December, Starbucks changes their menus. These items have been around for, I think, a couple weeks now.
Since November 2nd, I think.
Yeah, but I think it's right to ask now, since it's the wrap. End of 1 month.
Now it's Christmas time. Now that Thanksgiving's over, that's how we adjust it on. We're like, now it's Christmas. We're not like Christmas November 1st.
Yeah. No, I'm like, I want to pay my respects to the turkeys and the Thanksgiving and everything. So, yes.
The thankful season.
Yes. So Starbucks holiday menu. Curious to know, what are you most excited for, or like what's your go-to drink or pastry or food item?
Holiday edition.
And so I'll name a couple in case you guys, haven't tried yet. So like the iced gingerbread oat milk chai tea latte, the caramel brulee latte, sugar cookie latte, peppermint mocha, chestnut praline latte. And then they have like their festive peppermint brownie cake pop, their snowman cookie, gingerbread ice loaf, cranberry bliss bar, and sugar plum cheese Danish.
Ooh. So which drink is your favorite or that you want to try?
I would say it's totally super not healthy.
What?
In the sense where it's a lot of sugar.
Okay.
But the creme brulee, or the caramel creme brulee latte is delicious.
I've never tried it, so I need to try it.
Yeah, especially because if you ask for it cold on top of the whip, they do this for the hot one too, but I feel like because it's hot, it'll melt. The whipped cream
You said that
melts.
for the Halloween one.
Yeah.
That's true.
But if you ask for the cold iced one, on the whipped cream, they'll put chunks of the creme brulee on top.
Ooh.
So it's like candy, like, it's the hard sugar they do, and it's so good.
That sounds yummy.
Yeah,
I need to try that.
that is probably my go-to holiday.
So I think normally I would go for the sugar cookie or chestnut, but like I said in the October Starbucks conversation, I'm not big on the Christmas drinks. But so I was talking about how I wanted to try the iced pumpkin oat milk chai tea latte, and I did try it, and it was bomb. So now I want to try the iced gingerbread oat milk chai tea latte. So that's on my I need to try it, and then after that I'll try what you get. But I need to try it because I really like the pumpkin, and I said even on the episode I like chai, so it makes sense that I really liked it. So I hope I like it. Hopefully it's not too gingery, like too overpowering, but I think it would be really yummy. So please comment down below, what is your holiday drink or treat? I don't really do much of the treats, but if I do, it's the snowman cookie. But I smell like the picture, like I still eat it, but like,
Yeah, I would say same with me. I'm like, I don't know if I'm like too into the treats.
It's really sweet.
Yeah,
the drink is enough.
Yeah,
the drink is the treat.
Yeah. But I think I do like the festive part of it.
Yeah.
Cute pics.
The picture,
cute for oh, but it's not for me. I wouldn't eat or drink. But
it is yummy though. I will say, because I like sugar cookies, so it makes sense why I like the sugar cookie drink. Highly recommend.
You know what I was thinking about right now when you mentioned cookies?
What?
The frozen ones, they come in they're
the Pillsbury?
Yeah,
those are good. I didn't do it for Halloween time, so maybe we could do it for Christmas.
Yeah.
They're very yummy, but it's dangerous because I can eat so many, and then I don't even realize, because it's not too overpowering.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, those are cute too.
Yeah.
Festive.
Also, I know we mentioned this in the other episode, but Jasmine looks so cute with her blonde hair. You look like a snow bunny, it's so cool. I'm going to the snow.
Yeah, the blonde. I'm still here, you guys. Still rocking it. We'll see how long I last with it. I know my Holly, she's my hair girl. Holly hair.
Holly hair, that is so
cute. She was like very transparent with me in the sense where she was like, "You're not staying like this that long.
Why?
It can damage."
Aww.
So shout out to her though. She always takes my safety.
Can it stay till the end of the year though? Like a month?
Yeah.
But that's 2 months.
She said the latest would probably be like January, February.
Okay.
Like,
at least it's here for the holidays.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm like, okay,
it's cute.
Gone for a while.
Yeah, it's really cute.
I'm digging the outfits, you guys. For those of you watching this on YouTube, like we're all pink.
We're pink today. We're trying to get her to get this top so we can match. So hopefully we do that. This is from the Target. It's so cute.
Yeah,
it's so cute.
Hop on the app and see.
Hop on
the closest.
Expedited.
Yeah.
Pick up, drive up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you never know. Maybe it'll be in stock.
Yeah. We'll have to do our research and then maybe do a little photo shoot for you guys.
It's really cute. I highly recommend. Anything pink, I always do gravitate. I'm like, bye. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna wear this to Disneyland because it's giving me Aurora vibes. And growing up, she was my favorite princess. So I'm definitely gonna wear this on Instagram and take pictures with it though.
With some cute like festive ears.
Oh yeah, I actually have the matching ears to this and they're fluffy. I can't show you guys right now because I'm gonna show Jasmine though, but it's cute. Hopefully I take a picture and I'll post it on the story. But yeah, it's exact color and fluffy, really fluffy and big, and they're cute. So cute. I should have worn them today. I should have worn them for the pod.
It's okay. I love it. I love.
Well, Jasmine's gonna start us off for the question today. Reading the question, so a little change of pace.
Yeah, so let me go ahead and pull up the question here. And I'll have Marilyn start us off. So I'll this whole switcheroo, you guys. I'll read it, and then Marilyn will start us off.
Yeah, and we're answering your guys' submissions. So please send us any questions or advice needed in our Google Docs. You can find the link down below because we love answering them. And here's our second Wish You Love submission episode.
So with that, the question that was submitted to us, thank you so much to whoever submitted this on the form. How to find yourself post-grad, especially when you graduated during the pandemic and feel like college never got the right ending for you. So this question relates to, again, like our previous episode, I think, an end of a chapter and that kind of risk and new beginnings to it.
This question's a really good question because I am reaching the end of my master's program and she finished her schooling. So you're going to get two different perspectives of the question. Also, I just want to say before we even jump further, happy birthday to my baby brother. It's Michael's birthday. I love Michael. Oh my gosh, I died for that kid. Love him so much. But as you guys are hearing this, Marilyn, future Marilyn, is probably freaking the heck out because we are 3 days until comps, you guys. Comps is December 1st. Remember that big exam I told you about that if I fail, I don't get my master's degree? Yeah, that one. So you're getting hyped, Marilyn, right now. So I'm excited to answer this question the best as I can. And remember to take our advice with a grain of salt because, you know, it's your life. You go about it how you think you should go about it. But this is just from our life experiences, our advice to you. And once again, thank you. Obviously, I haven't graduated yet. But I feel that for those that have graduated during the pandemic, because that's what they're talking about, it was a very difficult time from what I heard from friends because most places weren't hiring. Most places were like laying off. And so you just graduated and in the real world and damn, nobody's hiring. Or you feel like, dang, I didn't even get a real graduation. Or, you know, there's so many circumstances that come with that. And alone, just graduating anyways and trying to find your place in the world. Do I even want to do what I'm studying for? Am I going to be any good at it? So many questions come into play. So I think that just finding yourself is trying everything. So for instance, for Jasmine, she got her degree in business, right? So she went straight into corporate. she's thriving and she's doing exactly what she wanted to. It ended up working out for her in that what she studied for ended up being exactly what she wanted to do and is excelling in what she's doing. But let's say that you get your degree in business, you get into that field and you're like, I don't like this. Like, this is just not for me. Don't feel like, you know, that your degree is useless. Don't feel like you wasted all that time, because something that what I'm telling myself is that your degree does hold value, because some places will just want a bachelor's degree or just a master's degree. I have seen job postings that say a bachelor's from a accredited 4-year and then 3 years of experience or something like that. And then these qualifications, like you have to be self-motivated, etc. So don't feel that you're limited to what your degree is in. Don't feel limited in what you have to do, your expectation. Like my degree is in teaching, but something as I reach the end is I want to make sure, of course, I'm going to go all out and try to become a professor, but I'm also going to apply to different jobs. And I'm going to try to see, where does God take me? Where does my life path take me? What will I actually be really good at? Where am I needed in this world? And so what I would suggest that finding yourself is just trying different things and just apply. See where life takes you, and always put your best foot forward. So that would be my advice. And I know you said during the pandemic, but luckily we're kind of we're not really in it anymore. Actually, I just had COVID like a few weeks ago, which totally sucked. Side note, it was horrible. And it was my first time. But, you know, we're kind of in this, I know people are getting COVID, but we're in this not like lockdown mode of like, you know, the world is moving now. So that would be my advice. What would be your advice, Jazz?
Yeah, I think all very, very well said. When I read this submitted question, I think first I completely understand, because I went through that, right? So whoever submitted this question, I was once in your shoes as well, and it's tough. Like, it was a very, very tough, you know, era and time in life. And I say this because I feel like when you go to school, especially like graduate or undergrad or whatever the case, I don't even want to dismiss it or diminish anything. So let's just say school. I'm just going to leave it at that. When you go to school, that is a huge accomplishment, right? The fact, the commitment you have in showing up to class, the commitment in, you know, doing your homework, the long nights, the early mornings, the having to balance like work maybe and life and schoolwork and family and friends and boyfriend and girlfriend, whatever the case is. Like, it is all such a huge deal. And so I totally understand how, like, during COVID, the fact that, like, we got that ripped away from us, like, our one moment to really, like, be in front of thousands of people, our friends, our families, like, really celebrate and be like, I did that. This is my accomplishment. It is tough. And so I'm with you. I totally, totally understand how that feels like and what it is to go through that. I share with you guys that the year after I graduated, that was when my school had started doing in-person graduations again. And it just so happened that it was my boyfriend's sister's graduation. And so I remember attending the graduation. And you know in the beginning when they do the right? All of that, right?
Yeah.
You guys, I cried. Like, I felt so bad because I didn't want to make it about myself, because it wasn't about me. It was my boyfriend's sister's moment. But I literally started crying. Like, you would just see like tears coming down my face. And I remember Angel being like, what's wrong with like he was like shocked. Like, he's like, what's going on? Like, why are you crying? And it was just because it was like, I got that stripped away from me, that like, not that I wasn't happy for his sister. It was more so of like, damn, like, I wish that was me. Like, I would give anything to be in her shoes, to like be able to hear that as I'm walking out, to, you know, waving, as they called your name and like you walked on the stage. Like, So I totally get it.
And it was the same university, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was just going to say that was so unfair. And our university has done amazing, I will say, much better than another local university, Side-Eye, that didn't let their students still, this past May, 2023, walk the stage. Like, come on, let's be real. So our university is great, but they should have had 2020 and 2021 bachelors, 2020 and 2021 master students have their own graduation that year. Because that is so unfair. They know. 2020, they didn't get anything. 2021, my cousin graduated with her master's. All she had to do was stand up and wave in a second on the screen.
And you guys, when it was my turn, yes. They missed me. So it was like a Jazmine Lopez, and they showcased someone else. And then as I was like about to sit down, they moved it to me. So I was literally like a... Yes.
Sorry,
yes. No, you're good. I was just like, seriously? Like, even this didn't go right?
That's horrible.
Yeah.
So I really do feel that you guys deserve that. And at this point, I know they're not going to because it's 2023. But I feel you on that on two levels. Number one, because obviously I feel deeply for the people around me. So I graduated that year that you're talking about, that they finally did the real graduation, and thank God mine just ended up that way, because I would have been pissed too. Like, I would have been on another level. Like, I would have been talking to Dr. Farham and been like, hey, you didn't let me graduate. Because, and I know that a lot of my master's friends aren't even going to walk the stage because they don't think it's important. For us that do find it important, it is important. When you hear that music play, when she just sang it, it wasn't even the real thing. I literally almost cried. I had to stop myself. When I walked through the tunnel and you hear it's loud and you hear the music, you're like, fuck, like I did it. You know what I mean? Because you think of all those long nights. You think of every time you wanted to quit. You think of every moment that nobody else seen. You know? So it's a big moment, and that music means so much, because in the end of the day, nobody can take your degree. And I wanted to relate it to my boyfriend. My boyfriend that year, he graduated in 2020, so he didn't get any graduation, not even the hand wave, because he did sign up for the hand wave, and for some reason they took him off the list, and he's like, I signed up, and it was just like a mess up on their end, and he didn't even get to do that. And so when I graduated, a part of me felt so guilty, because I'm like, he should be up here with me. You know what I mean? I know we're different years. I'm 2 years after him. But it just felt like a slap in the face, because he graduated summa cum laude, top of the class. Like, he did so much work, and that should have been validated by the university. You know what I mean? And this is a whole other tangent, I know. But I feel like we just needed to talk about it, because so many of you guys experienced that. And a university graduation is such a big one. But as well, you know, high school, community colleges, like, so much was taken during that time. So I just want to say that I acknowledge you guys, and I'm so sorry that that happened. And I was going to say one more thing. Oh, but I will say that what I did do was I told Anthony to bring his sash, and he wore it to my graduation party, and we took pictures together, because we went to the same university. And you know, I told him, I was like, this day's about you too. You know what I mean? Like, I know he celebrated with his family in 2020, which was really nice. We had that drive-by, like, car thing, Hong Kong type of thing. But it's just not the same, you know? And I feel for you guys. I'm so sorry that that happened. And I know that bigger things happened in 2020, but it still affected everyone's lives. So, feel for you.
Yeah. So I think that's my first answer, or my first acknowledgement to this submitted question, in the sense of, I feel like you. Like, I'm right behind you in the sense of, like, how it feels to go through that. And for the second part, you know, yeah, is that never getting the right ending for you. I get it. I totally get it. You know, it was just such a tough time, in the sense where, you know, I know, like, with my sorority, typically when you graduate, it was like a big deal. Like, all the girls would come together, and, like, it was like a big party, and, like, photo shoots together and stuff. And, like, yeah, I never got that. Fun fact, I was actually president of my sorority my last year. And even that, like, I didn't get the good goodbye. Like, I had all these plans and hopes and goals for myself and for my sorority and for everything that I was involved in on campus. And it does suck because I feel like we truly, yeah, you're right. Like this question says, or submitted question, like we didn't get the ending that we wanted or that we hoped for or that we envisioned. But I guess what moving forward to the second part is just how can you find yourself post college and post grad? It is what it is, and it happened, right? There is nothing we can do now to go back and relive those moments. Unfortunately, you know, we might still be 30 going to graduations and tearing up because we did not get that. But it's okay. I think what it's important is it is what it is. It happened. Let's still just take in that gratitude and the gratefulness to say, at least we did it. At least we are healthy and safe. And what can we do now moving forward to celebrate this accomplishment and find ourselves, right? And so my advice and my response to this question, this second part of it, would be just like Marilyn said, and I've mentioned this before in a couple episodes, I think, of just really learning to find yourself, right? Once you get college stripped away from you, it's kind of tough, right? Because now you're in the real world. Now you're in the world where it consists of working and, in a way, like moving to the next chapter of your life, which for some of you might be figuring out the right master's program or the right, you know, do I want to continue to pursue education? Do I want to start a family? Do I want to move? Do I want to, you know, start a business? Whatever the case is, my best advice to finding yourself is, one, do take the time to deal with your emotions. I don't think if you have moments of frustration or crying or you just don't know, like, that's okay. Deal with those emotions, feel them, but most importantly, just sit down and really reflect, okay? Go on a walk. Go talk with your friends or family or those near you and just really sit down and try to find out, like, what makes you you aside from being, you know, an amazing student that you already know you've accomplished. Someone who's goal-oriented, right, and can accomplish something as big as a graduation, right, completing that. But aside from that, like, try different things out and reflect and try to see, like, what makes you you, right? What are the things that you enjoy the most about in life? What are the things that you have always been wanting to do as well? And then there you can then try to see what it is that you want to do next. And then I also want to tie it back to our previous episode in the sense of take those risks, right? This is a new chapter now. What was the wording of it? It was the discomfort, right? The discomfort of knowing that you didn't get the right ending, the chapter has ended, what's next in finding myself. Now take that risk to try different things, and then with that, you'll find, you know, like we talked about in the previous episode, something that it's even more beautiful that God has in store for you.
Yeah, definitely. And as I reach the end of my education journey, because like I said, I'm not going to go for my doctorate, but there is a sense of discomfort of, like, I want a full-time job right off the bat. And my perfectionist self wants to, like, I'm applying to jobs now, and I want to have one lined up so I don't even have a moment out of school. Like, I want to say, like, I got my full-time job. Sometimes life doesn't work out like that. And I think something reflecting on 2 episodes ago, I think, of just being happy right where you are and knowing that you're exactly where you need to be. Because something that I'm telling myself is, Marilyn, if you don't get those full-time jobs right off the bat, enjoy that part-time life with no school. Enjoy just being exactly where you are. And it's hard. And it's hard, especially for me, to not feel like a failure, right? And there's no reason to feel like that. You've accomplished so much in your life, you know? But there's a lot of pressure that comes with being out of school. Because I've seen this video, and I don't feel like this, but I've seen a video, maybe some of you guys feel like this, that's why I'm mentioning it, is that some people feel like school's like a crutch so that they don't have to deal, like, with real life, quote unquote, like Jazmine said. And so if you do align with that ideology of like seeing it as just like, oh, I'm just gonna go for another degree because I don't really want to work full time. And you're like, dang, like I kind of capped out of everything I could possibly do in school. Just being okay with the unknown, and you never know what's out there and what's in store for you and what you're gonna be so happy with, you know, in life. And yeah, this is an important time to be uncomfortable and just try different things. And yeah, I'm excited for you, friend. I'm excited for all of you guys as we enter the new year and new journeys and all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And you mentioned something that I want to quickly just touch on. You mentioned that sometimes we might not get a full-time job right after college, right? Some of us just aren't ready for it, or it just doesn't happen as much as you apply and you try and you try. And that's okay. I always say this too, at my current job, I'm very fortunate where I get to go back to like the college that I went to and nearby colleges to do like workshops. Mm-hmm. And so the one advice I always give to students, and I use it as like, hey, kind of like I'm an example of it, here's my advice to you, is get your foot in the door or just try something without thinking of, oh my gosh, but it's not what I graduated for, right? So in my situation, like I started off taking orders over the phone for my company. Like it had nothing to do with HR or business whatsoever. It was truly an entry level role that I just wanted to get my foot in the door. And with that, and with time, and as I continue to learn more about my skills and I showcased it and et cetera, that's when life and me kind of moved my way towards where I wanted to be or what I went to school for and like what I wanted to do in life. So I do want to point that out. If you cannot find a full-time, I don't know, teacher position or a full-time marketing, coordinator, director, whatever the case is, it's okay to start off doing something that, that's not that. Just to, again, take that risk and do something and try it and maybe even just work your way up like me. Or maybe you end up loving it and who knows that you got your degree in marketing but your passion is actually in teaching and somehow you ended up teaching. So you never know. Take those risks and just try things out to find yourself.
And something that that's great advice. Something that my uncle, my Theo Keith, tells me is just keep applying. If it's for a particular company especially, they see those multiple applications and they know you're hungry. They know that you want it, so just keep applying. That's something that I'm telling myself is don't get disappointed when you don't get the job. Just keep applying, keep pushing, because you never know just when that one application will hit, So just keep applying, keep your head up, and you got this. You got this. The world is your oyster.
So we're rooting for you, to whoever submitted this question. I hope this helped in some way, give you peace or a different perspective. For those of you listening to this that maybe went through it similarly or maybe are going through it now, like just know you're not alone. This is all a community. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode, took our words, reflected, and just share with your friends or share with anyone that you know who's gone through this before.
And above all else, we wish you love. Bye.